Green Arrow has discovered that the Illuminati is going to destroy every city in the United States. It's not really the Illuminati, it's the Ninth Circle, Green Arrow's take on the Illuminati. And he's going to be traveling the United States to various locations to team up with your favorite superheroes and basically discover what the problems are and stop the Ninth Circle. Today we're going to be covering the Flash and Wonder Woman crossover. In our last video, Ollie had bailed out of prison and he set out to finally clear his name once and for all. However, Ollie and Dinah are still not seeing eye to eye on Ollie's methods, which resulted in him leaving Star City alone, having to call on help from the members of the Justice League. What Ollie doesn't know is that Cyrus is still alive, serving the one who is controlling the Ninth Circle, his own mother, Moira Queen. Along the Cascade Range in Washington, there's been a strange occurrence with animals coming in contact with the Speed Force. Ollie, sticking to the back roads, happens to run into one of those occurrences as the deer begins to stampede through the intersection, causing a massive crash. He's thrown off his bike and he says, "No, oh no, anyone but you." And at that moment, the Flash speeds by. He stops and he asks, "What are you doing here?" And Ollie tells him, "Working a case. It's my own business and I don't really care to share the details." The Flash tells him, "Whatever the case may be, I'm here investigating anomalies in the Speed Force." And Ollie then says that explains why a herd of supersonic deer nearly killed him. "Let me guess, we're gonna do a team up, aren't we?" Flash tells him, "No, and no offense, but I've got this one. You can ride on through." He takes off telling him, "I'm sorry to say, but the evidence really isn't in your favor, so best we just keep to ourselves from here on out right now." A short while later, Ollie suits up and heads into the woods looking into the anomalies himself, but something seems off. According to the Geological Survey, there's no precious metals here. No iron, gold, silver, nothing. Which means the armed guards up ahead shouldn't be here. Also, that they probably have something to do with why things are seriously, dangerously speeding up. He jumps out of the shadows to take out the guards, but as the ground begins to rumble, it throws him off his balance. One of the guards grabs his gun and takes aim. And then there's a red flash knocking him to the ground. Ollie tells him that he appreciates the assist, but it looks like they're working together after all. The Flash tells him, "No way to politely say this. The last thing I need is your help. The guards here belong to Black Hole. You wouldn't understand the threat that they are." Just then, a wolf affected by the Speed Force lunges on the Flash, and while the two wrestle to the ground, Ollie fires an arrow hitting the wolf. Ollie then asks, "Remember how you said you didn't need my help? You can eat those words now. Now, what the hell is Black Hole?" Flash tells him, "Have you ever heard of Star Labs? They're kind of the same, except evil." Ollie takes a closer look at the guards and sees the Ninth Circle insignia. It says that if the Ninth Circle is backing Black Hole, then things are about to get a lot worse for us. As the two sneak into the mountain facility, they spot the cause of the tremors and why the sudden leaks of the Speed Force are happening. These men are trying to mine and collect parts of the Speed Force, but the question is, why? The Flash looks down and says, "How about we ask the big ugly guy down there?" And Ollie tells him, that man's a part of a group known as the Burned. It's part of the Ninth Circle's initiation, but I've never seen one like him before, so this one's a bit different. Ollie gets up to attack, and the Flash yells, telling him, "Wait! There's something unnatural about the Speed Force here with how it's being extracted. I've seen how it's affecting the plants and the animals. What if you're exposed to it? You could die." And Ollie says, "I'm pretty sure not many people would miss me, but the alternative is that this mountain blows up and the Speed Force contaminates the Pacific Northwest. Loose cannons could be effective too. Now here's what we're gonna do." A few moments later, Ollie jumps out firing arrows as the Flash charges the arrows with Speed Force. The arrows begin to take out a few of the guards, but the Burned one starts throwing fire, burning anything that gets closer to him. During the fight, one of the scientists is thrown into the council, triggering an overload. Ollie takes aim at the Burned one as the Flash grabs the scientist, and the Flash shouts that they're gonna have to go before this place explodes. The scientist tells the Flash to wait. It's just a battery. They can stop it so long as they destroy the particle cylinder at its heart. The Flash shouts to Ollie that he needs to shoot the control panel, and while Ollie looks at the bird, he tells him, "It's your lucky day." He turns and he fires the arrow into the control panel, causing the machine to short out. Back with the Flash, he sets the scientist down, asking, "What are you planning? You're making a Speed Force bomb, but what were you planning on detonating it at?" The man says that he never wanted to work on it, but those people have a way of making you do what they want. The Flash then asks again, but as the Speed Force begins seeping into the man, it begins to rapidly age, and then he manages to mutter out the words, "Washington, D.C." Ollie walks up and says that they won't stop until there's no more United States, just divisions of their corporate kingdom. But DC is already on my list of places to go. The Ninth Circle is underwriting a political activist group out there. There must be a connection. The Flash tells him that with Black Hole being involved, he's gonna need help. And Ollie asks, "So, let me guess, team up?" And the Flash tells him, "You bet." Over in the lobbying office of Washington, D.C., the door's lock is shot with an arrow and the door is kicked in. As it slams open, the Flash says that he knows that he could have just vibrated through the door, right? And Ollie tells him, this is my mission, so I'm the one that gets to show off here. As the two look, they find the lobbyist murdered and a message written in blood that states no peace for America. The Flash asks if Ninth Circle is a bank for bad guys, then where's the profit funding an anti-war group that puts millions into advertising each year? Ollie tells him that they fund it so that they can kill everyone in it. And the Ninth Circle then creates what they call shock events to manipulate public perception. Recently, they killed the Middle Eastern delegate who had become central to the diplomatic efforts. They did it to encourage war, a $1 trillion industry. Ollie then says, you're a forensic scientist cop, right? Go do your thing. Without even answering, the Flash runs around the room dusting and collecting samples, and just as he gets done, he says that he needs to head to Star Labs in Central City. He might be faster than physics, but the laws of chemistry still operate in real time. But Ollie will hear from him as soon as he has something. Meanwhile, over at the arms vendor showcase, different branches of the military gather to see the latest and greatest in new developing tech. One item being shown is the LC-222, a new model war suit with both high-intensity super beams and 50 caliber machine guns mounted to its arms. But just as the presentation is over, the man inside the suit opens fire on the crowd, rocketing off into the sky before bombing the entire show floor. Off in the distance, Ollie takes aim, shooting an arrow into the man's neck, causing him to fly into a building. He tumbles to the ground, and then Ollie reaches down for the man, and he grabs the arrow and begins to twist it, telling the man, I'll stop the hurting when you talk. But that's when somebody grabs Ollie, holding him up. Wonder Woman lifts Ollie into the air, telling him, that is not how we do things. With a little effort, Diana tosses Ollie across the Washington Monument pond. He starts to get back up, stating, you know we're on the same side, right? And Diana tells him, heroes don't torture. We don't kill either. For what I've seen in the news, you're guilty of both. Ollie shouts, I didn't kill anyone! I don't need you moralizing, Wonder Mom. Diana floats down, asking, don't you find it ironic that you of all people accuse me of moralizing? Ollie goes on stating, I might be a liberal loudmouth, but you and your Boy Scout take the moral prudishness thing to gross extremes. Guess that's the price for admission into your little... But before Ollie could finish, Diana notices something out of the corner of her eye, and she spins back, deflecting several bullets with her vambraces. Ollie pulls out his bow on the man in the war suit, stating, I got this. But before he lets go, Diana says, faster than a speeding bullet is the other guy, but faster than a speeding arrow, that's on me. She rushes forward, punching into the man while also catching Ollie's arrow before it lands. Ollie yells at Diana that she needs to cover her, but then there's a sudden blinding flash and the man disappears. Over on the roof of the building, the burned man from before is watching, and the voice from the shadow asks if this changes the plan. The burned man says no. The demonstration will go on tomorrow as planned. The next morning, Ollie says, I did not kill Wendy Poole. I am not a murderer. And as Diana pulls on the lasso wrapped around Ollie, she asks if there's anything else that he'd like to share. And Ollie says, remember the time that I... But Diana finishes the sentence, hit on me? And Ollie says, yeah, and you hit me back? Look, I never got to apologize for that. Diana says it is rare to hear an honest apology. And Ollie tells her, yeah, I've been doing that a lot lately without any encouragement from the damn lasso of truth. Later, as both Ollie and Diana get into position for the political rally being held, an official takes the stage to tell everyone that they will not give up on peace. While the official goes on, Ollie begins to scan the area and he spots a glint coming out of the Washington Monument. As he focuses on it, a man in the war suit from the other night breaks through, firing a rocket at the stage. Diana flies in to intercept the missile, but as she grabs it, she yells to Ollie that he's got incoming. He attaches a line to the roof and he swings down, grabbing the official, moving out of the way of a barrage of bullets. Ollie yells to the woman's men to get her out of here, and just then Diana slams into the ground next to him. The official gets into her car and tells the driver to get her the hell out of here. She was nearly killed! The driver says, actually, you were supposed to be in front of everyone. The official looks forward and sees the burned man as her driver and yells that she's done everything the Ninth Circle has asked of her from the very beginning. And the burned man reaches back, telling her, yes, and we built you up to burn you down. Suddenly, the inside of the car begins to burn with a bright, fiery blaze. Back with Ollie, Diana rips the mask off the war suit and sees a man with a scarred face. It says that it looks like he's been... And Ollie finishes it. Burned. He's one of the burned men, minions of the Ninth Circle. As the two look down, they see that his suit came from LexCorp. And after seeing that, Ollie decides that his next stop is Metropolis, to see none other than Lex Luthor. And there you have it, Flash and Wonder Woman. Honestly, Barry's kind of a dick to him in this story, isn't he? If you look at him in the TV show, they're like best buds, but in the comic book, they are nowhere near that. Anyway, next we're gonna have 2 more of your favorite superheroes. I don't remember which ones are next, but he does run into Batman, Superman, and various others members of the Justice League, so make sure you subscribe to get those videos in your inbox. And if you look over here somewhere on the screen, you'll see our Patreons. These people are helping us get through the problematic times right here at YouTube, and we reward them by putting their names on the screen, giving them early access to our videos, and doing things like movie nights with them. If you want to help us out, go check that out. Otherwise, I'll see you next time right here.